Hello, today we are going to do some practice with mixed integers, multiplying, dividing, adding, and subtracting. So go ahead and get out your math journal, write these problems down, and we will go through them one by one. Okay, number one, we have a negative 94 minus 4 minus 10. Since these are all negatives, we can just work from left to right. My first problem is a negative 95 minus 4. Remember, this is the same sign. Find the sum. There's lots of negatives. So I'm going to do same sign, find the sum. So 95 plus 4 is 99, and they're all negative. So it's going to be a negative 99, and then we still have to subtract 10 more. Again, we have a negative 99 and a negative 10, same sign, find the sum. The sum would be 109. And your answer would be negative. So we have a negative 109. On number two, right off the bat, you should see that we have a double negative. As soon as you see that double negative, we circle it, cross them out, and they become positive. I'm going to rewrite the problem. Negative 16 minus 8 plus 15. And again, this is all addition and subtraction, so we can just work the problem left to right. So I'm going to do negative 16 minus 8. That's same sign. They're both negative. Find the sum. 16 plus 8 is 24. And they're all negative, so our answer would be negative. And then I'll bring down the plus 15. Now we have different signs, so I'm going to find the difference. When I subtract 24 and 15, I get 9. And there's more negatives, so my answer is going to be negative 9. On number three, remember those parentheses means multiplications. I'm going to work this problem from left to right. A positive 4 times a negative 10 would be a negative 40. And now I have a negative times a negative, which would give us a positive. Did I do something wrong? Hold on. I did, sorry. That should be a 4, shouldn't it? I got too quick. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. So we're gonna have a positive 600 when we multiply. Okay, on number 4, we have multiplication and addition. Remember when kind of order of operations, multiplication always comes before addition. So again, we can just work this problem left to right. A negative 2 times a negative 3 is gonna be a positive 6. Bring down my next problem. 6 times a negative 6 would be a negative 36. And then I'm going to add 11. Back to the other rules. Different signs, find the difference. So 36 minus 11 is 25. And do I have more positives or negatives? I have more negatives. So negative 25 would be my answer. Okay. Let's go on, get a little bit more difficult. Number 5, we've got parentheses, we've got a multiplication sign, and we've got addition and subtraction. So everything inside the parentheses gets done first. We know that by order of operations. It's all addition and subtraction, so we can just go left to right. So I'll start with negative 15 minus 2. Those are the same sign, find the sum. The sum would be 37, and they're all negative, so I've got lots of negatives, so my answer would be negative. Okay, and bring down your plus 20. Now I have different signs, find the difference. The difference would be 17. Do I have more positives or negatives? I have more negatives. So I've solved everything inside the parentheses. Now I can bring down everything else. That multiply by a negative 2. Our rules for multiplying and dividing. 2 negatives cancel and form a positive. So 17 times 2 is going to be 34. So I'm going to have a positive 34. Okay, looking at number 6, it looks difficult. I promise you it's not. Think of this as a division problem, this is a division problem, and this is a division problem, or just simplifying a fraction. So you're going to divide before you add. So let's look at the first one. Positive 44 divided by a negative 4 would be a negative 11. Jump over to the next one. 12 divided by 2 is 6. And then this last one, a negative 20 divided by a negative 4 would be a positive 5. And then I can bring those addition signs down. Not too bad. Now I can go left to right. Negative 11 plus 6, those are different signs. We're going to find the difference. The difference is 5. There's more negatives. And bring down the plus 5. So then I have a negative 5 plus 5. Different signs, find the difference. So your answer is 0. Okay, number 7, parentheses go first. Inside the parentheses, you're going to want to solve this first. So I have a negative 50 divided by a positive 2. That would be a negative 25. And we're adding 441. That's inside parentheses, so we have to deal with that first. Those are different signs, so we're going to find the difference. Obviously, there's way more positives, so my answer is going to be positive here. So I'm going to do 441 minus 25. Okay, so I have 416, and then I'm multiplying by a negative 8. A positive times a negative is a negative, and I'm going to do 416 times 8. So I have a negative 3,328. Last one. Parentheses come first. I'm just going to work myself from left to right. 205 plus a negative 198. Those are different signs. Find the difference. The difference would be 7, and there's more positive. So my answer is going to be a positive 7. And now I'm going to subtract 406. Now these are different signs, positive 7, negative 406. The difference would be 399, and there's way more negative, so it's going to be a negative 399. Now I've solved parentheses, I can bring down everything else, and I have a negative divided by a negative, which gives me a positive, and I'm doing 399 divided by 3, which is 133, and again it's going to be positive. Okay, feel free to go back, play these, and practice them again if you need to.